Hi, Beverly Fast Sinclair at Keller Williams Realty here, giving you sellers some tips and pointers about how you can maximize the profit of your home sales in this very difficult and challenging marketplace. One of the things that I think sellers sometimes do that's a mistake is they stay in the house when there's a showing. Now think about it. If you were a buyer and you were looking at houses, how would you feel about talking to your spouse or your significant other or even your agent if the seller's standing right there or the seller's within earshot? You're not going to feel comfortable at all. And I know sometimes you can't help it. If you have a sick child, you can't help it, or a baby's asleep, or, somebody recently had surgery. Those kind of things, while certainly are understandable, there's certain ways you can deal with that will help make buyers more comfortable in your house to really look at things and to really be able to talk about it. Because buyers will talk themselves into things and they will talk themselves out of things. So you want them to have time and the space and the freedom to say what they think without feeling like, you're hovering over them. Those of you who are trying to sell by yourself, this goes especially true for you too. I showed a for sale by owner once and it drove me nuts. This lady showed us everything. She said, she met us at the door. She was very nice. She said, would you mind if I showed you the property? And I said, no, not at all. This was a smaller house. It was 3-bedroom, bath and a half home. I think she opened every drawer in the kitchen. She would talk at length about, this paint and what they did. And it's like, oh my gosh, stick a needle in my eye. I thought I was going to lose it. It was horrible. And I know she felt like she was probably showcasing her home to the best of her abilities. I got to tell you, both the buyer and I wanted to run out of there screaming and pulling at our hair. It was bad. Don't do that. You think you're helping yourselves. I've also had a seller call me one time to tell me about something. It wasn't even my client. It was somebody else's listing. I was showing it. And he was telling me about the collectible dolls in the secondary bedroom. And I thought, I don't need to know this. But he wanted to make sure that I understood that and that he was going to be there to make sure that nobody didn't do what he asked me not to do. To some extent, you're going to have to trust the real estate community to, and this doesn't always hold true, but most agents are going to try to really accommodate your wishes. So understand, when you have your house for sale, some people are going to like it, some are not, but give them the freedom and give them the courtesy of being able to look at your house unencumbered. Do not be there. Do not showcase your house. Don't take them through room by room. Just don't do it. It's not a good idea. I've also had people, sellers say, oh, here's the kitchen. Well, duh, don't think I could have figured that out on my own. Or here's a bedroom. Here's a closet. It's not good. It's not good for you as the homeowner, and it certainly doesn't make the buyer feel good. So let the professionals, let the real estate agents do what they do and do their job. Most of us do it very well, and we work very hard to try to put deals together with buyers who want to buy and sellers that want to sell. So let us do our jobs, and let us help you attain your goals as well. If you have any questions or you'd like to comment, please call me, Beverly Fast Sinclair, at Keller Williams Realty in Indianapolis North. My phone number is toll-free, 888-456-FAST. My local number is 846-FAST, 846-FAST. And remember, be happy with what you have while you work for what you want. Make it a great day.